Hi, and welcome to Rapid Flow. My name's Eric and I'm a sound engineer and musician. I help fellow musicians like you finish pro-level tracks fast by teaching you an advanced workflow and offering a pre-mixed DAW template which comes loaded with sampled hardware instruments. It's available for Ableton, Bitwig, FL Studio and Logic. I'm going to explain every part of this, but first let's listen to the sounds you get with the Infinity Bundle and compare that to where you would be starting from if you were trying to do this using just plugins. Let me show you basically the same sidechain bass with the Arturia SEM and with our SEM sampled instrument. This is the Arturia. Okay, so I've loaded up Kick 2. Let's compare it and listen to what it sounds like compared to the analog kick drums. So I've loaded up Ableton's Core 909 kit. Let's listen to what that sounds like and compare it to our 909. Now let's listen to our mastering chain and compare it to the Rupert Neve Design's Master Bus processor. So I hope that gives you a good idea of just how loud our mastering chain makes your music, how punchy and present. There's EQing going on in there, there's an OTT, there's a clipper inside, there's a bus compressor, and there's two limiters that are making sure you're getting the maximum level without distortion. So now that you know what a difference it makes to start your track with high quality basic building blocks and sending them through a professionally designed mastering chain, let's get into the details. The reason I created the Infinity Bundle and the Masterclass is that through working in the music industry for 25 years and representing brands such as SSL, Avid, SPL, Softtube, Focusrite, Slate and others, I've spoken with hundreds of musicians. Many of them told me they were passionate about their music but were struggling to finish tracks. They often also had limited time available next to a full-time job or family responsibilities. They told me they'd watched many YouTube tutorials, read the forums and the magazines, and spent hundreds of hours experimenting, but were still not happy with the results they were getting. Often it was taking them weeks to finish a track, or in the worst case scenario, they were not finishing any music at all. So I also worked as a Scrum Master and consultant for a while, and I picked up something that has deeply influenced my life since then. It's the Agile principle of simplicity. This states that simplicity is the art of maximizing work not done. Knowing that many professional musicians outsource their mixing and mastering, this got me thinking. I realized that the best way I could enable other musicians to reach their goals was by creating a template that contained all of my knowledge as a sound engineer. This later grew with pre-mix sample packs recorded exclusively from analog gear such as Roland TR-808, 909, Moog DFAM, MFP Tanzbär, and synthesizers cloned from Roland System 100, Oberheim SEM, ARP 2600 and more. Let me show you what they sound like. As you can see, every synthesizer has macro controls here to affect the most important parameters that you usually need. One of the other amazing synths that we sampled is from the Electron Rhythm Mark II. I know it's a drum computer, but it has a great bass synth in it. Again, we sampled it note by note. 2 versions went through the tape machine, 2 versions went through the Neve. Let me show you what it sounds like. So this template, combined with a 6-hour masterclass that goes into every detail of how to be faster and more productive in the studio, will have a huge impact on your music production journey. What sets these sounds apart from any other sample pack on the market is that they are all pre-mixed and pre-processed with outboard gear to fit together. You can change out any sound in a pack with another one and it'll always fit. All of the sounds were also made using real analog synthesizers and gear, so they sound completely different to what you would get from plugins. You get all the benefits of owning tens of thousands of dollars worth of gear without having to buy it yourself. All the hard work of finding the optimal settings on complex compressors, EQs, saturating devices, limiters, etc. has all been done for you, leaving you to focus on your musical ideas. was very important to me that this fostered creativity, so all the instruments are in MIDI. These are note-by-note sampled individual instruments. There are no loops in this template. All the sound engineering is based on stock plugins, so you can see exactly how I got everything to sound clean and loud. The Masterclass videos explain how everything works, but more importantly, it will help you to break through any creative blocks you may have and put you in a position to finish a track in one day. Imagine what it would feel like if you went into your studio knowing that the track will be finished at the end of that session and that it will sound great. Over 4,000 producers have already taken the leap and started producing using this next generation workflow. Customers regularly write us that they played their first live set using our template and that musicians and other trained ears there said it sounded great. Don't sleep on this opportunity to transform your music career. You will benefit from 25 years of experience, get the sound of a $100,000 studio at a fraction of the cost. It will transform the way you make music forever. You'll be much faster in the studio. You'll be able to release a lot more music and get noticed by DJs and promoters, start to play your first gigs in clubs and festivals, and you'll have way more fun in the studio. I'll see you on the inside.